Hi everybody, happy to be here. Thanks for the organization by Advanced Leadership Foundation. I think it's a very great opportunity to try finding the solution for the future. So I'm going to be very, very brief and to talk a bit about NOAH and what we have already done in terms of collaboration between the private and public sector. So as the title said, the future is blue. Many information of this presentation has already been said yesterday by Alexandra Cousteau, Juan Verde, Ségolène Royal, so I'm not going to lose too much time on it. Just one point here, which I think is very important. Governments need to anticipate if they want to keep political stability. We can see that the climate crisis is pushing the people to live by the coast, and in the same time empowering the raising of the sea level. So we're going to have a point which the situation is going to be very complex, and moreover for the coastal cities. So here we believe that ocean-based solutions are the key game changer for making the transition in the adaptation. So we need to channel funds to the blue economy. This is already the second worldwide economic sector, but it's very few funds are channeled to the blue economy. We believe that it's going to double from now in 2013. That's the activity of the economic sector of the blue economy. So a blue revolution is coming. To make it more regenerative, we believe that we need to have a dedicated entire ecosystem. So this is what NOAH has offered. It's the setup of ESG platforms, all together interconnected to bring that ecosystem to the public and private sector to be used and to kickstart the blue revolution in a regenerative way. So these are basically the platforms that we are putting together. First, as Juan Verde said yesterday, the finance is moving into the direction of ESG principles, wants to support this kind of initiative. So we have set up a financial platform with this kind of principles. So the financial platform deals with a blue climate fund, deals with an ESG, mostly for the coastal communities. Then we're talking with the UN to set up an accelerator platform for sourcing a project and empowering R&D. For sure, there's a need of a digital platform. Most of the panelists previous yesterday and today were talking about the need of such a platform, so we have anticipated it. I'm going to go back to it later on. And this ecosystem doesn't make any sense today if we do not integrate a certification platform dealing with a systematic, trustable impact measurement tied up with the whole value chain and the investment flows. And at the end of the story, we put an advisory platform to advise governments and private and public sector to use this tool in this ecosystem to make it a regenerative way. So this is basically what we are doing. And to go into the topics, how can the collaboration between the public and private sector shape the politics in the future? So as said, NOAH has set up an ecosystem to impact at the global scale. So what we're talking about impact, we're talking for sure about the climate crisis. We're talking about regeneration of the biodiversity, which leads to circular economies, health and wealth, and for sure, all together bring can support the political stability. So this is the challenge that humanity can lose, and for sure, private sector alone cannot do it, and public sector alone cannot do it. So the pandemics here is a very good example to see how everybody can move together to find a solution and support these pandemics. We can definitely do the same for the climate crisis, and potentially with half of the funds that have been mobilized for the pandemic, we can save the world. We can regenerate our planet. So one of the tools that we are developing, it's a digital platform, and we believe this is exactly what it needs to build bridges between the public and private sector. Such the future of politics for us needs to be digital politics. Such a platform brings the coordination, decentralize the governance, bring communication tool between both sectors, bring big data, which is very important for understanding what's going on, bring techniques like blockchain, which are not corruptive, bringing transparency and trustability, traceability. And for sure, one side is the public funding, the other side is the private funding. Here again, the digital can help blended finance where public funding are used to de-risk the private funding. And as said before, this doesn't make sense anymore in the world we are without impact measurement and certification accredited to empower the whole mechanism. And the platform, which is going to be not for profit, open source, is going to be managed with the proof of merit principles to have excellencies raising up by the years. So here I'm going to end up with two examples that of public-private collaboration that we have done successfully. So one of them is through the European Commission, who set up a public tender for the coordination of the Blue Growth Strategy through Blue Headquarter Hubs. So we have co-funded consortiums called Atlantic Smart Corridors Network, which won the public tender, which is now funded by public funding through the European Maritime and Fishery Funds, which gather more than 40,000 companies in the value chain. And this is a great example of how public and private sector can operate together in a very positive way. Another one, which is even more recent, we last week or 2 weeks ago, we signed up an MOU with the World Tourism Organization to help setting up a financial ecosystem based on the carbon blended finance to coordinate the decarbonization of the tourism sector. So, and for sure we're going to introduce it at the Future of Tourism, also led by Advanced Leadership Foundation in Barcelona, and the Chamber of Commerce is also partner of this end of October. So I invite you to be attending this event in the same time. End of the story. Please remember the future.